Okay, hello everybody. Okay, so this is going to be an updated read on Oakley Carlson. I did get a bunch of information that had been sent to me. Apparently, the parents are in jail on other charges regarding another child that they had. Something about not giving her medicine or something along those lines. Um, like I said, I have been given some information on this case now, so I know a little bit more about it. If anybody knows their address, I know they are from Oakley, I believe it is. Oakley, uh, not Oakley. Where is this? I've got it written down here somewhere. Grays Harbor. Apparently, they're from Grays Harbor somewhere. If anybody here knows or is close to this case that has their address, their actual physical address where they were living when Oakley apparently went missing, that would be great. I will be able to maybe do a train read because I have come to find out that this child has been missing. The last time she was seen, everybody was saying it was May 2020, but I've learned through the stuff that was sent to me that the last time, and it's been verified that she was seen was February of 2021 is the last time she was physically seen. Now, the parents have said apparently the last time they seen Oakley was November 30th. She wasn't ever reported missing, and it was a school principal that came to go to authorities to do a welfare check. Now, I know there's a lot of stories out there, but these are actual police releases, I believe, that I've seen. Um, that have said that it's been verified the last time she was seen was February 10th, I believe, and that it was a school principal. Now, apparently, Oakley's sister had gone for a sleepover. She was friends with this principal's daughter. So she had been at their house for a sleepover, and apparently, the sister said that her mummy said not to talk about Oakley, that Oakley went into the woods and was eaten by wolves, and not to ever speak about her again. Now, that's why this principal called police. It was beginning of December to do a welfare check. Um, Also, what I find interesting now, I don't know the date of it, but apparently there was a fire at their home. But the fire department wasn't called. Apparently, they took care of it themselves. Um, what else do I know? Yeah, the parents said the last time when they were questioned regarding Oakley, they said the last time they seen Oakley was November 30th, but they had no explanation as to where they were. Um, and then I believe the fathers somehow now this hasn't been verified, but apparently the father had stated that the children were at his parents'. But when the police interviewed his parents, they said that they hadn't seen them in some time. So, the last known sighting that police could verify was February of 2021. So, with that, excuse me, we're going to get into doing a read here. As you guys know, I did do a read with my Ancestor deck. That is the deck that I am 100% connected with because it is based off my own ancestors. And I'm very connected to that deck. Now, if I remember correctly in that reading, I was shown a bunch of stuff. And oh yes, and one of the things that stood out from that read was my ancestor showing me it was my aunt that was coming through who has passed, and she was telling me about the book Flowers in the Attic. I also came to find out that there is an older boy. So she did have an older brother now, and also an older sister. I picked up on the older boy, okay, that apparently the older boy was trying to save her. That's what I was getting in the read, that he was trying to stop these things from happening with Oakley. But obviously he wasn't successful. But I was getting also that that book, Flowers in the Attic. So it's weird. There was a lot of things that came out that this is not going to stay out, because I'm in the process just now of shuffling the deck and clearing the deck and getting the deck ready. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to ask my ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, please surround myself and little Oakley. Please connect with her guardian angels, her spirit guides, to give us the information that we need regarding Oakley going missing. We are going to first start with anything that Spirit would like to bring out regarding Oakley and the family situation before she went missing. So anything that Spirit would like to bring out of the days leading up to, anything before Oakley actually went missing or met her demise. Okay, thank you. Call of the Night, Natural, and Creator. Okay, so right now with what I'm getting, you see this card, the Call of the Night. I remember in some of the information that I had read something about when the sister had said that the mom said that Oakley went into the forest and was eaten by wolves. Okay, so you see the little girl here. I also see a kitten. So I don't know if she had a pet kitten, but I see a couple kittens here. And she's surrounded by, I think she had a love for animals to begin with. So don't forget, this is leading up to. Okay, so I don't know if there was one of her pets that were left behind. But this is also telling me that she was surrounded by animals, and I am seeing the wolf here. Okay, I think that she was a very daring child. So she would be one that wasn't really afraid of anything. I think that she was, I think they said 5 years old when she went missing. I think that she would be more like a girly, but a tomboy in there with her too, that she did things without thinking of consequences. I feel like she had a love for animals, but I also see this wolf. Okay. So there's something to do with this here with the animals leading up to. Okay, so did the parents know that there was these wolves in the forest? But there's something being brought forward about that. So there may be some truth to what this little girl is saying. Okay, I've also got the Natural. It talks about being authentic and real. And in the picture here, the lady here is crying. So somebody wasn't being authentic. Somebody wasn't being real. If you can see in the picture, she's kind of crying. So there's a woman here that I'm seeing coming forward that is, she didn't believe that the situation as it was being shown. Now, don't forget, this is before she goes missing. This woman does not feel like the situation is authentic. So concern, maybe some kind of concern that was being shown regarding this situation at the home. Okay. Creator talks about the mother and father. Okay. So I do believe that the mother and father both had something going on that wasn't, that shouldn't have been going on. So I don't know what was going on in that home, but there was things that were going on that should not have been. And there's a concern being shown by another female here. So I'm getting the nobility, the transgression, and the compassion. Again, I'm getting the wolves. What I'm getting from this is that there was a lot of mistakes being made. There was a lot of contradictions being made surrounding this family as a whole. I don't feel that there was any compassion or kindness showed towards little Oakley. And you see, like, it's almost like her body going limp. Somebody trying to carry her. This could also be the brother trying to protect her. But I see a limp body here. This is telling me it's inevitable. So maybe she was weak. She was not well in the days leading up. So I do think that there was things that were being done to Oakley that were not right. I think she was being abused in many different ways. I feel like it was both parents that abused her, and that could be many different forms of abuse: physical, mental, SA. It could be a lot of different things, but I'm also feeling that there was something that wasn't being honored. But I also feel somebody was carrying her. Somebody was trying to protect her. And I'm getting that could be the brother. There is one that came out. There's two. And this one wants to come, so I'm going to take it. Oh, there's four. Okay. I've got the knowledge. I've got the resurrection. I got the curtsy and thirst. Somebody knew what was that. I see a planning. The knowledge is telling me about a planning. Also, the resurrection's also telling me about a recovery. And the wolf is here again. I think that there was a planning going on here to recover some kind of honor. So there's some knowledge that came out. And I believe in the last read that I did, I was getting that this little girl, even though was being raised by these two people, I don't think the father was the biological father. I think there was some stuff going on there. And I'm getting the knowledge here. Something came to be known. And there was some kind of something was done to recover the honor. Something was done to recover honor. There was a planning here. Okay. See this? The thirst tells me about somebody doing something obsessively. So there was a lot of compulsion, craving, and obsession going on with this, whatever this was that was going on. But there was some kind of planning that went into this. And I do believe that this went on for some time. I think that she was being abused and the abuse could have went way too far. And then she had to be taken care of. I don't know, but let's get into, we're going to use a different deck. I'm going to get into the day of. Let's get into the day of. Let's get into the day of. So there was a lot of things going on, you guys, before Oakley even went missing. I think there was a lot of abuse going on, and I'm feeling that the brother did try and protect her, but to no avail. So let's see the day of. What happened the day of? Okay, so I've got wake up, never jam today, and uncertainty. So the day of, it was like there was something that happened that was the final straw that broke the camel's back type thing. Okay. Empty words, not living in the now with the never jam today, promises that never came true, stuff like that. A lot of empty words, uncertainty about who this person's going to become. So we're talking about the day of now. So I do believe that there was some kind of fight and argument that happened between the two. And I believe that see the uncertainty? I think that the father might have even had suspicions that this little girl was not biologically his. But I see a lot of uncertainty in the relationship itself. I'm seeing a lot of fighting and arguing, empty words, promises that were broken, things that were promised that never transpired. And the wake up tells me that it's like, that's it. Today's the day that something's going to happen to change this. So what did they do? These two flipped over. So that one. Okay. So I've got clock time. I've got keeping up and find the lesson. So time was up. I do believe that she was being severely abused and the pressure was on. So they had to do something. They had to do something to get rid of her. There was great effort put into covering up what they've done to her and find the lesson. Teaching somebody a lesson. So not only was this going to happen with Oakley, I believe that they did murder her. And I do believe it was to cover up other things. And also almost because of this fight. I think they fought over Oakley a lot. Broken promises, empty words, the uncertainty. So I think if he didn't find out for sure that Oakley was not his biological, I think that he was uncertain about it. And there was a lot of fighting about infidelities and stuff like that. I'm seeing it here. And fighting over empty promises that weren't kept, empty words, stuff like that. There was a lot of fighting in this relationship, you guys, over you name it. And I feel like Oakley was like their punching bag almost. If something went wrong, go to Oakley. If something didn't make sense, go to Oakley. If something pissed me off, go to Oakley. It seemed like this little girl took the brunt of everything. And I believe that the reason for that is because of this uncertainty, whether he was actually the biological father of this child. I think that there was a lot of uncertainty around that. But the pressure was on. Okay, we got the clock. The pressure was on that they had to do something. So I believe something was going to come up that they knew they had to get rid of her before certain things were found out. So today was the day. And they did think about how they were going to do this, what they were going to do, where they were going to place her, how they were going to cover this up. But it wasn't well thought through because there's too many openings. They're trying to keep up with their lies. They're trying to keep up and cover things. And as more time passes, more things are being brought forward. They had to get rid of her, and they did. Okay, find the lesson. To me, this is almost like the other children, like keep your mouth shut or this could happen to you too type thing. But they chose this day because they couldn't cover up anymore what was going on, and they were worried about things coming to light. I think if Oakley would still be alive, there would be a lot more things that were brought to light than what is already coming out. Okay, so I've got managed to be glad, keeping your temper, and impossible things. So right away, somebody here has a temper, and that temper boiled over this day, and that was it. It was time to get things rolling. It was time to take care of this once and for all. Trying to be, even after this was done with Oakley this day, it's almost like I feel it's like, okay, now we can be happy again. This is taken care of. We can be happy again. But somebody had a horrible, horrible temper, impossible things. Once they disposed of Oakley, I think that they were almost like in disbelief at how easy this was for them. And they're now saying that now we can start over. Now we can be that little happy family that we wanted to be, like, because this problem is now gone. Ugh. This is sickening. I just went flying down here, you guys. Let's see what came out. Can't go back to yesterday, yeah. It talks about being in the present, can't go back to yesterday. So it's done and it's over now. We can't go back from it. All we can do now is try and keep the secret. All must have prizes. Yeah, you're rare and free. So all must have prizes and you're rare and free and can't go back to yesterday. Okay, and this is telling me about trying to please somebody. So even though little Oakley is gone now, I think that there was still a lot of fighting and arguing going on here. Because even though Oakley is now gone, don't worry about it, and nobody's ever going to know. Somebody still wasn't happy. Somebody still wasn't happy. You're rare and free. Whatever this arguing and fighting was, even though Oakley was now gone, the thoughts still were not gone. There was still fighting over it. Even though she was now gone, there was still some thoughts of the deception, and I'm almost getting that they felt once Oakley was gone, buried out of their life, that all the other problems would go away and would fix themselves, and that wasn't the way it was. So there was still many problems within this family, even though Oakley was gone. And I do believe that Oakley was being abused for a long time. Okay, so let's go into now what's going to be coming. What's going to be transpiring. So what's coming over the next few weeks? I'm going to go in a series. Alice in a Sea of Tears. Somebody's feeling abandoned. So this is from like today on. So this is what what's going to be coming. We're going to go in a series. Somebody is feeling abandoned. And I believe that this is the mother. Almost like somebody's attacking her. So somebody is placing maybe blame on her. So maybe the father is totally blaming her, but she's feeling abandoned. Snow White and her animal friends, they're confident that Oakley's never going to be found, but somebody's still not wanting to take the blame. And I think it's the father going to be blaming the mother. Pose brave flight. They're not letting the fear stop them because they feel like they've done what they need to do, that Oakley is not going to be found. So they feel like they're not going to be able to be held accountable for this. Elizabeth and the Lion is going to talk about somebody becoming a leader. So somebody is going to come forward, and I feel it's a woman, a female. A female is going to come forward with some more information. They're not going to be afraid anymore to speak the truth about what they know. I've got the delicate fairy and her ferrets. It's going to be hurtful. So I feel like one of the parents is going to be hurt tremendously, and I feel it's going to be the way the hurt's going to come. It's going to be it's all your fault. And it's going to come from this female. This female is going to blame one of them in particular that started the ball rolling on this. Hedgehog love. Somebody's making some new friends. Somebody's making some new friends and possibly allies. So watch for that. There could be somebody here that's trying to get others to lie for them. See the wolf moon. The moon itself is deceptive, false friends, infidelities, and there it is. Okay? The wolf moon is surrounded by this. So I do believe that there was an infidelity and that this little girl wasn't his biologically, and I think that that could have been found out. But somebody is trying to make or get some friends on their side to tell a false narrative. Time to say goodbye. Something's about to end. So the phoenix is going to rise. So I do believe she's going to be found. The phoenix rising is telling me that something regarding her is going to be found. And they're going to be going away for a long time. Brother Raccoon. See this? The brother Raccoon. She's thanking her brother for coming forward with what he has said. Beauty and the Beast. Space, yes. There's somebody causing a divide between these two. Their story's going to start falling apart, and things are going to be coming out, and there's a female here that's going to be doing that. Also, I believe it's the father that is trying to rally people together to start telling different stories to protect him. Little brother, little sister, see that? Siblings, younger friends, responsibility. The brother and sister are going to be coming forward with information that's going to help solve this and going to help put them, the parents, away for a long time. And she's thanking her brother. She's thanking her brother for coming forward, and her sister. Artemis of the Forest. It's talking about being free. I do believe that she is in that forest. I think I got that in the last read that I did. There's got to be either a forest or a park or something like that behind their house. That's where she is. She's been buried there. So if somebody can get me the address, I would like to go to maps and see if I can't look at that area that I'm seeing and see if I'm drawn to anything in particular. So if any of you out there do know where they lived, where this little girl last lived, I would like that so I can go to maps and see. But I'm seeing she's buried amongst the animals. And it could very well be that, and I don't like saying that some of these animals have ripped her body, and I do think they tried to bury her, but I think the animals have dug her up somewhat. The deep, dark sea mermaid. No places in the darkness, so she's in the darkness, and see, there's forest around her. And I've got, yeah, I think the animals have got to her remains. If you can see this, I'm seeing, I do believe that the animals, but that's, as gory and as bad as that is, that's what's going to lead to them finding her. So if this area has been searched already, they need to go back again, because I do think that the animals may have brought her bones to the surface. Mermaid and the turtle. An elder's going to teach you. So this is going to be an older woman that comes forward. Where is it? Back here, I believe that there's a female, an older female that's going to come forward. Older than, obviously, little Oakley. But they're gonna be bringing forth some more information also regarding this. Something's going to come to mind with this person that she's going to say, oh my gosh, I should have said that. I should have told you about this. So there's more information that's going to be coming out from multiple sources. Beautiful little worm. Take care of yourself. Okay, that's the end. I think this is Oakley talking to her siblings. She's saying that she's going to be reborn again. But she's also telling a message here that she does want her brothers and sister to take care of themselves. She's concerned about them. She's more concerned about them right now, I'm feeling, because she's at peace now. But she still feels lost because she hasn't been found yet. But this is going to come to light. They are going to be found guilty of this. They are going to be charged with her murder. But I do feel that she is in a forest, and I'm still getting behind the house. Sorry for the cough. I'm getting that she is behind the house. So if anybody does have an area of where they lived, their address would be great. If there is a park or a forested area or something like that behind the house, that's where she is. That's where she's been buried. They've tried to bury her, but I feel like the wildlife have taken parts of her up, so they need to go back and search. If they've already searched this park. One moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. I was just asked a question here. But anyway, if this park has already been, I feel like it's a wooded area. So it could be a park. I'm almost getting, I don't know. It's a wooded area. But if this area has already been searched, they need to go back again, because I feel like the wildlife, even though they buried her, the wildlife out there, maybe the wolves, have brought some of her remains to the surface. And that's how she is going to be found. But I feel like she suffered abuse for a long time. And I feel like the older brother did try and help and protect her, but it to no avail. So they will be caught for this. They are going to pay the ultimate price. And little Oakley is more concerned now about her siblings. She wants them to be okay. Okay. So that's my read. If you have not subscribed, I'm going to ask that you please subscribe. Please hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you're made aware when I do updated reads like these and new reads. Also, share this out where you can to get this information out. But I do believe that her remains are in that wooded area behind the home. Whether this be a park that is close enough to the home, but behind the home. I'm getting behind. Not to the right, not to the left, but behind the home. So the closest wooded area, park, and it's not that far. I do see it's a little distance from the home. So it could be a park that's down the street or a wooded area down the street, but it is behind the home. And I do feel she's going to be found. And I do feel that the wildlife that is maybe in that area has brought some of her to the surface. So they need to research. If this place has already been searched, they need to research it. Okay, so that's my read. Until the next one, you guys, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. And everybody have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.